Hello and welcome to Grandad's Art Space with me, Terry. Take two. Ah dear, what a day. Right, what have I been up to? Well, I've got a few things going, nothing finished. As you know, I had got Portuguese on the go. You can see them. It's a bit better, I think. They're up to the point now of shaded, so I've just got to highlight those. I've also now got the Highlanders also up to the point, the Cameron Highlanders up to the point, that's a bit better, of highlighting the main body anyway. I've still got the officers to paint. The four officers, they've got to be done, but all the troops are done. I've also got the English Civil War bloody miniatures. What's the matter with the light in here? They're got a group of 24. They're up to the point of needing highlight, so I've done quite well actually to get this far, quite honestly. So they're a bit dull because they've got shade on, but once they're highlighted they're better. But also I've managed to get some ogres up to the point of now needing highlights. So that's all told, I've managed to get 24 plus 2 battalions of 1 battalion of Portuguese, 1 battalion of Scots, and 3, 6, 9 and 12 ogres up to the point of needing highlights. So that's not too bad. When I'll get to highlight them, that may be a different story, but at least I've got them done. Oh no, hold on, tell a lie. I've also, I forgot about these boys stuck around the corner, managed to get my Vikings up to the point of needing highlights. So it's been rather productive the last couple of weeks. Had a little more time to myself, so I've been able to do all of those. So that's a lot of figures for me to the point of now just needing highlights. So that's brilliant. As I say, I've just got the 4 Highland Command, which I've got to finish. All I've managed to do is so I've got a circle on the frame on the screen and it keeps switching all over the place. Don't like this modern camera thing. They just need now painting up. So I've got 4 of those, and then that'll be a few more finished. So what am I going to talk about today? Well, I had something through the post a few weeks back now, and I've stuck them together. They're from Mantic. Now, a lot of you know who Mantic are. Those who don't, they're a competitor for GW, and they make some cracking figures. They really do. All my ogres, these ones, are Mantics, not GW, and I think these look far better than GW ones. because these have got armour on, whereas the GW's just got a basic belly plate and that's it. So they're going to be a bit tougher to go through. Now I had some stuff sent through to have a look at, and this is this modern resin. What a swine to put together. Absolutely dreadful stuff to get to glue. I went through, I think it was 3 different types of super glue before I found one that would actually hold this stuff together. Cleaning up, not too bad at all. It was a bit, but wasn't too bad. However, when you look underneath, there's blowholes everywhere, and I mean that blowhole, that's so thin, that material there is so thin, you push it, it will crack. So somehow I've got to pump stuff into that blowhole there to fill that up, otherwise it's going to go. And along the belly, it starts there, all the way along. I've actually pushed a piece of metal all the way through it. It's hollow all the way in there, which that's not right. At the leg here, you can see there's another hole where it wouldn't join properly. On the leg here, there's another hole. Now, when you pay money for this stuff, okay, I understand that you're going to get a few failures, but surely this stuff's checked before it's allowed out. Mantic pride themselves on good quality. So Mantic, why are you allowing material to go out the door when you've obviously had it checked and you know there's problems with it, and still you're allowing it out? Not good. We're paying good money. Okay, fortunately this one, it was sent to me, so I didn't pay for it. But if I was, I wouldn't be happy with stuff like that. I've now got to spend more money on filling that all the way through so it doesn't fall apart, basically. Now there's a lot of filling to do on this, and quite honestly, how I'm going to fill all these little areas where you cannot get into, I have no idea. It's just, there's no room to move. So I'm going to have to somehow push fillering to try and fill the gaps, which means the wings might break off again. It took me, I don't know how many attempts to get those wings to stay on. The legs were bad enough. The wings, because they're so heavy, it needed pinning in the end. And that was a job and a half. So this one is these two, in actual fact, which is the same model. Now this one is totally different to this one. It's the same model. I'll run through this one in a minute. They're for the Orks. I can't remember. I don't know what I've done with the box, but they're for Ork riders. It doesn't matter, it's gone. Now this one, which is the same model, exactly identical. When you look at them, it's an exact replica. Okay. This one is perfect underneath. No blowholes. There's no air holes over it. This one went together better than the other one, but still I've got the issue of trying to fill gaps. Okay, I can live with that. I've built giants. Well, a giant. Yeah, you'll all remember that if you go back and look at my video. So this one, these, not too bad. But that one should never have been allowed out of the factory. It's all in bits when they arrive, so they know, because they've got to look at it, they know whether it's up to spec or not. It's supposed to be solid. This one, absolutely solid. But this one, when I hold it up to the light, even this side of the cheek, I can see it's hollow inside. And that goes all the way through that headpiece there, all the way through and all the way down the main body. Now, I'm not impressed with that, but I'm impressed with the actual figure. The way it's been sculpted is very nice. It's detailed. It's functional. I ain't got wings right out here. They're folded in. But it's still a flying beast. It's still a type of dragon. I think it's a wyvern actually, not a dragon. How and if I could use it, I have no idea. Maybe I could, I don't know. This one, which is very similar, but it hasn't got the wings. This one's for goblins. You got a goblin rider on there, or you can, where is it there? You can mount a goblin archer tower on it. Now, yeah, if you want a mobile artillery piece, you could, yeah, it's functional, works. Nothing wrong with that. I'd rather have that separate on a base and use him as a weapon all on his own. But that's just my choice. So that's one of the orcs that comes with the other dragon thing. Not bad actually. Again, a little tricky to put together, but I don't like the material, the resin material that it's made from. It's a little too sort of like, yeah, look at that, that's a bit sort of hit and miss. That's not going to take much damage. You can see it's already bent slightly. It's better like that. You can see it's bent slightly, yeah. And it's not going to take too much pushing around before that snaps off. I'm not too keen on this material. It's functional, but and that, I'll prise him apart. That's one of the goblins for the archer thing. Now, unfortunately, they sent two of the same goblin with the archer thing, which I've had to convert. So one now has got a spear or a large arrow. I found an arm, but both arms have got the controller to pull the catapult, so it's released. It's not a catapult, I'll call it a scorpion. So it releases the giant bolt. So fortunately, I found one to put on there. It looks alright. So actually, looking at the picture, it looks like the original thing, but it isn't. Oh, it isn't. It's one I found. So, but that works. Loads and loads of different bits and pieces. with this. So yeah, so there's two. As I say, that's a creature again. The detail is very nice indeed. Won't take too long to paint and pick out the detail with dry brush. It's very nice. However, how I could employ it, I'm not entirely sure. I really not. But as a painting piece, yeah, looks like a bit like a crocodile to me. If it didn't have all those things on the back, I'd say it was more like a crocodile. But yeah, it's nice. So, points out of 10. That one, Mantic, I'm sorry, you get a 4. Seriously, for letting it out. The factory in such a bad state, when you obviously must check. That one, I'll give that a solid 8, because it's a nice beast. This one, which is the same as the first one I showed you, again, that one, there's nothing wrong with it. It's lovely. Fantastic. So I'll give that an 8 out of 10 as well. Because I think it's going to be quite something else once it's painted up. And I'll have to see if I can, because it's orc, they'll fight alongside the ogres. May well be able to bring it in as a small flying beast. I don't think it'll be much of a challenge to a dragon, but there you go. So that's those bits. I've got to try and make room in there. I've also been sent. Now these are not opened. These are Kings of War Ogre Hunters Regiment. Now I have no idea what these are like, so I'm going to open them. Again, they're from Mantic, and on a whole, I find the Mantic figures just as good as Games Workshop. Okay, I know there's the Games Workshop crowd who's all, oh no, Games Workshop are it. Well, they might be for you. I like to shop around and see what I can find. The thing with Mantic is, come on out, you get decent boxes for a start off, which I utilise. Then their artwork isn't up to GW's standard. You get Mantic points if you can spend. You can be bothered to. Oh no. These look like the same resin material. Yes, they are. It's the same resin material. Okay. Well, at least they come in a nice bag that protects them. Right. This is what I'm saying. This is what they're like. This is what they come on. Now the detail on these are quite stunning. There's a little bit of clean up. But hey, what doesn't need cleaning up? Just get on and do it. They're quite solid. They're the same size as the other ogres. The weapons, whoa, that's flimsy. Ooh, that could break, and that one. There's not much in there. That could snap off very easily. Have to be careful when I'm cleaning them up. Have to be careful packing them away as well. That one's a little better. That's more solid. That ain't going nowhere. And you get all different arms and gadgets, different heads. And you get 3 in the box. Don't ask me how much they are. Not a clue, as I say. I've sent them to review, and that's what I'm going to do. So they are made of this resin material, which I'm not thoroughly happy with, but that's where Wargaming is going, down this resin road. Fine cast and stuff like that. You just have to put up with it. But the detail is really something else. Mantic have really punched home the detail, as you can see on the body. You see it? It's very nice. It's very crisp, highly detailed. I do like the fur. You're able to do a lot of work with that if you're into doing fine detail and producing a showpiece. You got some good facial definition, so you can pick the stuff. You can pick the eyes out if you do all of that. Personally, I'm not. Yeah, I like this one. It's got a cat's head, I think. Yeah, looks like a cat's head. This one on top. This one here on top of his face. You see it? I don't like this camera. It doesn't focus very well. That's about as best as I can get it. So yeah, so there's some different heads. As I say, these arms. One's got a net. One's got a rope, by the looks of it. One's just got his fist clenched, and one's holding a dagger. So you can obviously have one double-handed. Oh no, 2 double-handed. Why didn't they make that one as thick as that one? Look at it. Look at the difference. Why not make them both the same thickness? You know, for strength, that's going to go. I just know it is. Whereas that, look at it. It's a lot more. Well, whatever. And you get 3 MDF bases. So, on a whole, yeah, I'm happy with them. I hope I don't have the same super glue issues as I've had with those Wyvern type things. Otherwise I should be pinning everything. But yeah, that's those. Also, again, Kings of War. Well, a lot sent through. These are ogre shooter hordes. Ogres. Again, you get some half decent artwork on the box that you can follow if you wish. Ah, right. Again, you get it in a nice sturdy box. But these ones, come on, out you come, are the regular solid plastic bodies. So you can build them up as ordinary ogres, like these ones as shooters or boomers, whichever you want to call them, because they have the arms on this to do that. Or you can build them up as, when I find them, yep, as double-handed warrior types. I'm going to do damage with that double-handed thing. Or you can build them up. Have I got any others? Have I? Single-handed. Yes, I have. Single-handed with shield. So they're like line breakers. So you've got 3 options straight away, just using the plastic, which is the standard ogre frame. But these ones are ogre crossbows. Now, whatever rules you're employing will dictate as to how you can use these things. So, crossbows come again on this resi. Fortunately, already on the arm. Thank you. Nice one. Thought of that. The other arm has got the bolt. Some of them have got the bolts already on. Yeah, most of them have got the bolts already on. So that's 4, 5, 6 plus, and not only that, but the crossbows have a nasty knife on the front, so you can use them as a melee weapon as well. Very interesting. Run out of crossbow bolts, use it as a giant knife to stab people. Excellent, lovely. So, on a whole, very, very useful set of ogres to have. I think I'm not sure because I haven't read all the rules, but I think ogre shooters can shoot at something like about 16 inches away. So, yeah, they should be able to pile in some devastating power. I might just treat myself to some more of those. Because if I don't want crossbows, I've got ordinary ogres. Now, the other thing that they sent me was, I like to say this, goblin fleabag riders. Goblins mounted on dogs. I don't think that lasts 5 seconds, but it just so funny to picture a goblin riding a dog. So what have we got? Solid plastic. These are Mantic, Kings of War again, all Mantic. Everything comes in the box like this. So we've got so many trays that it can store stuff in. I like using these for when I undercoat them, so they're all in trays. Now every box comes with MDF bases, so if you don't want to buy bases are there. Me personally, I don't care whether they're round, square, triangle, I ain't bothered. Base is just a base as far as I'm concerned. It's about the figure, and I'm pretty sure if you do wargaming, you can figure out your own sort of like agreement on what you're going to do about different bases, because quite honestly, if I've got an army already based, there is no way on earth I'm going to strip it just to play your game on your basing. No chance. So it'd have to be, well, we'll just come up with some extra rulings. Now, these little flea bags, obviously you're going to have to work through which one fits what. Because the flea bags come just one side, yeah, hard plastic, can't see very well, but they just come one side, so the other side's got a hollow, which is fine, yeah. So it's just going through. Oh, I found one. Which one fits? That one fits. So you gotta, you got a flea bag, a three-legged flea bag. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna stick one leg on. Yes, you have. Oh, come on. It's only a small piece to start with. You've got even smaller pieces in to have to stick on it. More nonsense. It gets up my nose. But never mind. Oh, and the goblins come in minute little bits as well. You can't even put it together. I'm going to have to sit and actually work out how these things go together before you can put it together. I've got a part of a goblin body, which the back part. Oh, I've then got to look for a front part that fit. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. The weapons, there as they are, spears on the arm. So I dare say there's a little bit of clean up, and then we get a standard bearer, warrior leader with a huge great hatchet, and a musician, all in metal, white metal. So you can have those. That will probably aid. As I say, I don't know what the stats are for these things. Detail looks good. Fleabag riders. I like it. These are going to be interesting in putting together. Interested in painting up. I suppose you could use them as light skirmish cavalry. It wouldn't be any good or anything else. You've got a bag full of bits and pieces, shields, heads, other legs. Okay, well, all right, Mantic. I'll give you a 6 out of that one, because I think I'm going to get frustrated putting them together. We'll see. Fortunately, there's only what, 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So, right, changing it up a bit. I was also sent. Oh, hold on a minute. That's going to be interesting. Goblins. Yeah. What off? I was also sent I didn't know they'd done stuff like this. Right? Snarlfang riders. Snarlfang riders. Fleabag riders. All dogs. Okay. I've got ideas coming into my mind here. Yeah, we all know Age of Sigmar. These are the Goblin clans. Beautiful artwork on the box. You've got to give Games Workshop their credit where credit's due. They do provide decent stuff, albeit, in my opinion, overly expensive. But some of it's good quality or well priced. Others of it is just stupidly priced. But they do include an instruction manual, where Mantic do not. So maybe that's where Mantics are a little bit more cheaper, because they don't go to the level of Games Workshop's construction manual. You can't go wrong with these. Whereas that way, you've got to know a little bit of what you're doing before you start constructing something like that, because there's so many different parts. And you will get it wrong. I have. I got it wrong in 6mm. Put the figures back to front. Right. Snowfangs. Again, solid plastic. Yes, there are some pieces in there that could potentially break, but if you're careful with all your figures, then we do accept war damage, obviously battle damage, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Something will get broken. But if you're careful enough, you get away with it sometime. Now, the detail on these, as always with GW, is exquisite. You know, they hold no bars. They really don't. Even detail down to like the head crest of one of the helmets for one of the goblins, I think it is. Yeah, it's a wolf's tail. It's sculpted sort of absolutely beautifully. I don't think you can see it, but it really is. It's lovely. Even the banner, you know, look at the detail on the banner that you can work with. There's even a wolf's tail on the end of the banner. It's so detailed that, you know, a blind man with half a brush could paint it, because it just lends itself to dry brushing. It really does. As does a lot of their stuff. It's lovely. And there's no two ways around it. So you get 3 sprues. No, sprues. All different from what I can see. Oh, hold on, these two might not. Are they? Yeah, no. Yeah, they're different. Yeah, 3 different sprues. So you've got a lot of different. Why is everything has to fall on the ground upside down so it all falls out? Why can't it fall that way for once? You got five pieces. Now I ain't got a clue how much these are. There's no price on it. There's no price on that. So no point in me saying. But you've got those 5 wolves with goblin riders. So again, very nice. No problem. I'll give you a 9 out of 10. GW, absolutely right up there. 1 out of 10. price. They're not going to be cheap. Not going to be cheap. They're not going to be a tenner or 20 quid. Yeah, I reckon these are up around the 30 mark, quite honestly. And if you're wanting a decent sized regiment of these for 20 figures, yeah, that's a lot of money. So yeah, that's the only reason you don't get a 10. Drop your figures. Drop your prices. You might sell more. And the last thing that I was sent. No, not another one. Kings of War. Yes, it's another giant, but this is a frost giant. Looks superb. I know how they go together. Don't we, Jason? They come in this hard plastic, which is easy enough. That's superb. Easy. But then there's the bottom bit. You get the bottom piece, which oh no, I thought it actually fitted then. Oh, I just thought it doesn't fit properly. So you've got this nonsense, this rocking nonsense, and you've got to try and take that out. You know, look at the distance that travels. That's a lot. You've got to take that out so you can fit it in there and then fit the legs on. And the legs won't fit unless yeah, unless you take that rocking motion in it, they won't go on. So I've got to first of all mess with it. Oh, that one's gone on. Fortunately, that one's in place. So, but it's this one. It won't put it in right. Oh no, yeah, it won't go in because it's plastic and it warps, obviously. But with this one, instead of having the ordinary that is a swine. Because it's so heavy, you've got to pin that. If you ever make one of these giants, take some advice. Pin everything. Because you try and get that to glue. No. Especially if you want it up there, it just goes in, yeah, bop. No. This one, this is a frost giant. It comes with its own set of frosty boots. I like it. So it's got its own frosty boots. It's got its own frosty arm with a whatever that is. It's supposed to. Oh yeah. Oh my giddy aunt. Ah, and this might be easy, you know. That is huge. That fits in there. Doesn't fit. Right, okay. Doesn't fit. Right, okay. That's supposed to go in there. Doesn't fit. So that needs some tweaking. Not much, but a bit. So you've got, I suggest, yeah, figure out the best way of how that fits on. Just stick them together first, then put your arms on. Because your arms, this is resin, and you've got to stick your arms. Hey, hold on a minute. Oh, you are kidding me. Ah, right. Okay. Right. See these two joints? There and there. It's supposed to go into the shoulders. I think. No, into the upper arms. I am not joking. There is nothing for them to go into. So, Mantic, how on earth are we supposed to attach those arms I think there's some pieces missing, because according to that, according to this, if I'm right, which I think I'm going to be, because there's no other arm pieces included, that's not good. You have to cut this arm in just the right place and put this one on. That's not, yeah, no, there's no arm pieces. Right, I think I'll leave that one for a rainy year. That's not good. That's not good at all. There should be pieces that goes around the body. Sorry, that goes around the body to cover the torso, which is this section. So that covers that. Put it together again, roughly. Okay. What? Nothing fits. Oh, I see. You've got to put that inside first. Then put that on. Oh, I got that. Okay. Oh, I see. No. Take it back. Sorry. Take it back. Do apologise, Mantic. My fault. Never saw it. The upper arms are included in that. There they are. So that got me worried for a minute then. So that fits in there. Let's turn it around a bit. That fits in there. And the other side fits in that one. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Not Jason, sorry, Justin. Excuse me, brother. I'm calling you something else. Yours is still under your bench, isn't it? I don't blame you. So, that's a frost giant. Yeah, great fun. At least it's easy because it's blue in colour. So it's going to be easier to... Oh, all them bits rattling there. It's going to be easier to paint. Remember the last one? Or just, for those who don't know... Oh, look at all that stuff down there. Oh, forget it. For those who don't know, never seen him. There's my giant. Oh, what a game I had. Just putting him together, let alone painting him. And if you think that I'm going to, put a circle on it so when we're playing, if I play, I can sort of like place it and go, yeah, look, there's a circle on it so we know where we are. Okay? That's my way round it, because I couldn't get him to stand up on anything else. The little base that you get, it's only a quarter of that size. Doesn't fit properly. So I put him on my own base. That arm, oh, that's a swine of an arm. As I say, you have to pin that right in to get it to hold properly. But it did. So that's my giant. So come on, Just. Let's see you get that giant finished, mate. Yeah. Go on. Challenge you. I challenge you. See if I can get my frost giant done before you get yours done. I don't know. We'll see. At the moment, you're liable to win. Okay. I'm going to call it quits at that because we're coming up to the hour. But that's basically what I've been sent. If anybody wants to send me anything else to have a look at. Oh, what do I rate this at? Well, now I know the bits and pieces that I've got to do to put it together, how to do it because I've already built one. I'll give Mantic a 7. If it's your first time, be warned. It's not a very forgiving piece to work with unless you're prepared to drill, pin, weight, use different super glues to see which is best. Some of the plastic glues work, some don't. So I can't remember the super glue I used in the end to put them together. It's gone, used. Where I got it from is closed. I'll have to go through the lot again. So yeah, a 7. But as and when I build them, I will let you know. So hold on. Thanks for watching. Have a good week. Stay blessed. Bye.